This is the Transformers Legends LG35 Super Ginrai by Takara Tomy, otherwise known as the Takara Tomy version of the Titans Return Leader Class Powermaster Optimus Prime by Hasbro. Let's start. It's going to be a long video. I'm telling you guys right now. Bust out the popcorn and whatever it is you do when you're watching a movie or something like that, because it's going to be long. I'll have a lot of comparisons, and let's get right to it. He comes with, this is the box. It's nice. It's actually nice and compact. He comes packaged in alt mode with the Titan Master, or the Headmaster as they say is there. And then here's the back of the packaging. Very, very nice. Very cool. And yeah. Okay. It also comes with the special instruction sheet on how to position the head of the Headmaster, as well as a okay. Excuse me. It's a nice instruction sheet with a comic book. It's a 6-page comic book if you're interested. This is probably, somebody had probably posted this online. It starts right here, and then here, and then here, and then goes to this panel. Japanese, they go from right to left, top down, and then finally the last page right there. So not too bad. Nice little instruction sheet. Okay, let's get rid of that. Okay, and on to the figure itself. I can already, you guys probably know what I'm gonna say. It's a Takara Tomy figure. Very, very impressive. Oh man, I am super impressed with this one. I can fairly say with right now that this is the better of the two Powermaster Optimus Primes. This is the one to get. It has its issues. We'll talk about that later. But as it is overall, I do like this one fairly better, significantly better than the Hasbro version, as always. So let's get him standing, and that's one of the issues I'm going to talk about. As you can already see, he's got the spindly feet that are much different from the Hasbro version, which I will get to in a little while. Just a moment, in just a moment. Hold on, come on. I need him to stand up. Get him out of the pose. Okay. Okay. So you'll need to rock. You'll need to rock his feet a little bit forward. Okay. Like that. Just to get him standing in a balanced position. Okay, close these. He stands head to toe about 9.5 inches tall. Just a smidge taller than the Hasbro version, I think. If I'm not mistaken. Here is the Hasbro version. I was right. It's about 1/4 inch taller. Just a little bit. As you can see clearly, the colors are better. This is more of a faded red. This is like a vibrant Optimus Prime red, or candy red. This is like a dull, muted kind of red. And I don't think it's because of weathering or anything like that. Just the way the plastic is. The gray, this is the gray on this one. I'm going to show you. I'll probably show them off, both of them off in trailer mode if I can. We'll transform him as well very quickly. No editing. The wheels, as you can already see, are painted on the Takara Tomy version, which is so much better looking than the Hasbro version if you paint it. The gray scale that they use, a gray plastic, this is bordering more on beige, like a beige gray, grayish beige, or a beige-ish gray. This is really gray. This is Optimus Prime gray. The same is true for the guns. They use the same plastic, as you can see. The chest obviously is different. This uses a different truck cab. It uses different chest plate. As you can see, this is like a more modern, big fancy grill type of a truck. And it uses like that Cybertronian chest. This one is an homage to the Powermaster chest that was originally intended for the Powermaster Optimus Prime, and uses a more classic looking cab. The fists obviously are different. I'm gonna show it to you. As you can see, this one has movable fingers. That's a plus, I think. It's more evocative of a pose. This one is a closed fist, molded in hand, and it's painted. It's blue and red, and looks so much more badass. The forearms are different. These are the same. The legs are the same except for the feet. The feet don't have rocker joints. This one does, but it has, I think, too much rocker joints, and it's got a very weak heel spur. And I think that's the biggest contention between these two figures. The back of the figures seem to be the same. Oh, the flaps are different, slightly different, modified. They look the same, but there's an inner flap on this one that is like a solid piece for this one. So before we talk about it, let's just continue on with the comparisons. The helmet is the same. If you take off the helmet, the headmasters are quite different. This one has more of like a Ryan Pax open mouthed face, and then this one is the classic Optimus Prime faceplate with the faceplate. Excuse me, this one's just a little bit off. Transform. There we go. Okay. And yeah, those are the basic differences, and in terms of the sculpt. And what I'm liking with this one, it's a lot more stable because of his big massive feet, which is like the Optimus Prime. When he puts his foot down, I mean, you know, he's coming. Like, I can stomp on Decepticons. This one is more of like a ninja Optimus Prime. It's got very, very thin. Get rid of these guns. Oh, we'll talk about the guns later. It's very, very thin, but it has the rocker joint. You can position it forward and backward, but it's got such a small heel spur, small area, flat surface. It's not even flat, and because it's snubbed, it's like a snub-toed boot. It feels like one of the boots of Lady Gaga. It's like he's on stilts or he's on heels. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, sure, but it could be a deal breaker for some of you because of stability issues. For me, I can live with it. It's a little bit annoying at times because of the way it's not as stable, and literally it's so hard for him to stomp on Decepticons with such a small foot. But he can sure kick some ass, like ninja kick ass. So this is like ninja legs or ninja feet Optimus Prime. Well, this one is like your big ass Sasquatch stomp and chomp Optimus Prime. So that's a major issue for me. It could be a deal breaker for some of you, and there's nothing you can do about it. Because Takara wanted it to be as close to the toy, the original toy. This is the... Speaking of which, he just knocked off his head. Excuse me. This is the original Powermaster Optimus Prime. This is the commemorative Series 2, which is actually the God Ginrai Takara Tomy mold because of the arms that go in and out and the die-cast cab. The Hasbro is all plastic. I don't know if it had chrome. I don't think it did. And the hands were solid. But so this is the God Ginrai version, which also has darker blue, darker gray, whatever. But suffice to say, this is the original Powermaster toy that these two are homages of. And between the two, this is like a more modern look. This has the more classic look to it. So there's just so much more detail. It utilizes 80%, 85% the same mold, but they're just ways apart. Like, for some of you, they're like miles apart. For me, they're like miles apart because of the detail, the color, the transformation. This one is slightly different, and really, had he had bigger feet, like a remolded version of this one, like it had, they added rocker joints, extra foot or toe articulation or something like that, would have been a very, very perfect figure. But as it is, it's a main contention for me. It's like an issue, big issue, and I'm sure for a lot of collectors, it just kind of looks funny, and it does not give that Optimus Prime vibe. And I know some reviewers were saying, because look at this, he's got thin feet and all, but you know, if you look at this guy, he's got big ass feet right there. and it just looks thin because of the wheels. And even so, look at that. It's still much thinner than that, and I'm just not getting it. I wish they had found a way to lower this to combine with that. That would have given it more stability, but yeah, that's my main thing about the robot mode. Okay, we're gonna do truck mode later. I'll show off everybody, hopefully. I don't bore you guys to death. Let's talk about the figure. Oh, the weapons are different. He's got the Hasbro has the Ultra Magnus axe, while Optimus Prime has more symmetrical weapons. This is well, it's not as close to the original. It's well, it kind of does, but not really. This I would have preferred something like this, honestly, but I think they decided to go with the gimmicky type of gun, which you can combine like that and use it as a seat for the Titan Master or the Headmaster. I'm not a big fan of that, actually. So let's get rid of it. Just to give you a size comparison of the Titan Masters or Headmasters, so much better looking. Yeah, there we go. Than the Hasbro version. It's painted, it's white and red and black, and you're wondering why, because let me just get the Powermaster. Every time. Okay, here we go. This is the High Q Powermaster. Super Ginrai for the Takara Tomy, they're the same name. This is the Super Ginrai, it's the same. And he closely resembles Haikyuu more than this guy. So, yeah. Okay. I'll put that away. Okay. And yeah, very, very cool. And as I said, he can ride here in the guns, and he can ride in the combined blaster. Like that, which is really funny. I'm not getting it. Okay, so articulation for again, the sculpt, I love it, except for the feet. The feet would probably bring down this figure, but as it is, great sculpt. The Powermaster sculpt is great. As you can see, when I show you transformation, there's an extra flap that they did here, so this one does not sit flush. But what's interesting is it frees up the hand, and it's a nicer silhouette. However, here the silhouette just gets broken down because of that thin feet. Articulation, standard swivel for the neck. No waist articulation or torso articulation. It's got a ratcheting shoulder, and has also a hinge that moves it outward. You can do that, so you can have a 90-degree spread of the arm. It's got a bicep swivel because of transformation, hinge elbow, and swivel wrist because of transformation. It's got a ratcheting ball hinge hip. Yeah, it's like a Ninja Prime more than a Thundering Prime. Thigh swivel, and just a single hinge ratcheting knee. And then the feet can go in and out and forward and backward. Just wish they had made this a little bit longer, but transformation wise it's not going to fit in. So yeah, so those are my issues with the figure. Now when we get into alt mode, there's another issue in truck mode, but in base mode basically the same issues we have with the original Prime. It feels like it's forced. They did it for the gimmick so you can combine it with Fort Max and the other blaster, Soundwave and whatnot, and we'll get to that right now. So transform him into base mode. You sort of try and get him into truck mode. So put the arms up like that. Just prepare it this way. Oh, sorry, didn't see that. Okay. So do this. Put the palms facing up. Stretch the arms. It's like go gadget arms. I like that. Fold up the panels and fold these straight up like that. And those are going to be like the towers of the base. Do the same on the other side. Go gadget arms. If you know what I'm talking about, then you're probably as old as me. Okay, all right, arms there, and then bring this down. Let's put the head back in. And you can have the headmaster sit right there, which will show off in truck mode later. Okay, detach, and rotate. Just rotate. Okay. Then reattach, just like how you would do Optimus Prime. This one, this is how I do it. Do it this way, do it that way, do it this way. Okay, point the feet up, point it this way, and then point it that way. Okay, point it this way, and then just, it's up to you how you want to angle it. The instructions weren't very clear on how to do that. They just said that you have to do it this way, so it's okay. Okay, so you can have it near or far. It really is up to you. And then the feet. How'd you do this? Okay, like that. Do this, spin it, and do it like this. And there you go. Essentially, that is the base mode. Oh, sorry. Down and up. Oh. Okay, so that is the base mode. Much like the Powermaster Optimus Prime, the Hasbro version, it's basically the same. So this one, you make his hands hold it. Oh. Okay. Alright, and then this guy can like stay here, or you can put him inside the calves. It's nothing fancy. You can, again, there's these tabs you can attach to Fort Max or Blaster or whatever, whoever you want. So okay, that's base mode. So on to truck mode. You're halfway done once you get him here. So let's get him to truck mode. Okay, do the legs first. Since they're the most complicated, just spread out the truck panels right there. Close in. This one, okay, just do it that. What you need to do is you need to fold, right, straighten out the knees. You need to fold the feet first. Okay, so to do that, just compress it all the way inside that part, like I'd like to call it a toe. You have to shoot it all the way underneath right there. Okay, so that's what you need to do. So do that. Okay, and it compresses nicely. Do the same on the other side. Right there. Make sure it's flat. Okay, then untab. See that? Untab, and rotate up, and then this one tabs back right in here. Okay. Okay. Do the same on the other side. Untab, and then tab right back in right there. Okay, then the legs, they tab in together. Wait, let me just see if they're aligned. Okay. Okay. Something's wrong with this one. Okay. Okay, there we go. All right. Okay. Just tab them in. Okay. Oh. Tab these guys in. Okay. And there you can see sort of the makings of a truck. These, they sit in just like that. That's going to be an issue in truck mode. That's the main issue in truck mode. I'll talk about that later. Okay, so this is a little bit tricky. Don't pull it all the way up. You'll need to detach it first here, which is a little bit hard. It's so easy to, like, when you're transforming into robot mode, you slide it in and then it just snaps right on like that. But then when you're transforming into alt mode, it can be a little bit of a pain to do that. So that's the truck. Okay, and now the arms. You need to attach here. attach here. Okay. Yeah, just make them pointing this way so it's easier. You don't get lost. You'll need to do that to get them into that position. Okay. Do the same on the other side. Rotate, rotate. Instructions have a lengthy way of doing it, but that's to me the easiest way to do it. Just make the arms pointed or facing in that direction. So tab everything. The arms will straighten out. They'll find a way to fix itself. Just make sure you tab. Everything is lined up with the tabs. Oh. Ugh. Come on. It's just so many moving panels, and I think that's the main reason why transformation is a little bit complex. So, okay, once you've straightened that one out, you're almost done. Just move in these panels. They tab in here, they tab in here, just like the Powermaster Optimus Prime. Same thing here. Okay. Ah! Just when you've actually just finished every single time. You know, that thing never happens during practice. Murphy's Law. Okay. Okay. Alright. Cool. Stay. Stay. Okay, stay. Alright, and there he is in his truck mode. Pretty cool. Very, very cool. I should change these or put some tape on it. Yeah. These are going to go here. These are going to go here. These, just like the toy. Here we go. Come on. Okay, let's open it up. Okay. Okay, there you go. Okay. We'll keep that like that for now. And then Diac, let me say. Super Ginrai can fit right in here. I'll show you. Right there. I got a nice seat. Close it up. Okay, there you go. I don't, you know, it's gonna take forever if I transformed the other Optimus Prime. I will transform the G1 though, because the G1 is the one that's this one is compared to. So very, very quickly. Oop. Okay. Here we go. At the back, put some of the guns on him. And this one was actually a cool toy back in the day. If you had a Powermaster, oh my goodness, it was such an awesome toy. I remember I had it when I was in 7th grade. I was like 13 years old. Wow, I'm that old. And yeah, this one does evoke more of this Optimus Prime. Just the colors, the Hasbro version's not that bad. I mean, it's a nice attempt at doing this. I mean, and I think that Hasbro version is closer to the Hasbro version. The Hasbro version is closer to the Powermaster version, and this one is closer to the Ginrai version. But they both evoke the same Powermaster Optimus Prime vibe, and I'm really enjoying it. I've enjoyed the Hasbro version. I'm really enjoying this one more for some reason, because of the colors. Now, let's get to the issue I pointed out. Let me just open this panel so I can show you. Okay. Come on, man. Come on. Come on, don't collapse on me now. Okay. Now, for the Hasbro version, you'd be able to fit somebody like a regular deluxe class version, but because of this, the extra chest pieces, you're not going to be able to do that. Hot Rod, maybe Hot Rod, no, I don't think so, because it's in the way. So for the Ginrai version, you can't put the deluxes, but you can put the legends. nicely right there. And here's Brawn. Close it up. There you go. Nice and tight. And then for a cup, you can stay like on top as transport. You remove the guns obviously, but I don't want to remove it. Let's just see if I can see it there. You transport everybody, including his guns. So again, if you have the means, I mean, if it's not well beyond your toy budget, definitely this is the one you want to pick up. Yeah, this is the one you want to get. There's nothing wrong if you get the Hasbro version, the Powermaster Optimus Prime. That's definitely a fantastic figure. Really enjoyed this particular figure, but despite the issues I have with this one, the feet and this one, color-wise, sculpt-wise, weapons, the headmaster, the paint, this is still, I think, the superior figure to this one. Not taking nothing away from this one. This is a great figure, but this one I think is just better. But both do evoke the Super Ginrai Powermaster Optimus Prime back in the 90s or 80s, and they're great additions to your Optimus Prime collection. So there you go, folks. Hope you've enjoyed this little video review. This has been the Transformers Legends LG35 Super Ginrai by Takara Tomy. Thanks for watching.